During pregnancy, you're gonna likely be in this position, so what you wanna do to avoid that is strengthen the muscles here and here to bring your body a little more into this neutral position to avoid that stress on the low back. So here are 3 great exercises. The first one's a double leg bridge, where you're laying on the floor, and then you're driving your hips up towards the ceiling, drive in with the heels, and make sure that you get good glute activation here. You wanna avoid arching at the low back when you do this exercise. You wanna squeeze the glutes, driving the hips up towards the ceiling. The next exercise is a dead bug, where you're laying on your back. You're making sure to engage your core here, bringing both legs up, and then slowly drop one leg at a time. You want to make sure to avoid arching the back here. Make sure to stay strong for the entirety of this exercise here. As you feel more comfortable, you can start reaching your leg out further and further. This will make this exercise challenging. The third exercise is a Pelvic Press, where you have a band anchored about shoulder height, and then from here, you're gonna walk out. You can stay standing for this exercise. It's a little more challenging to be on your knees. And then from here, you're gonna reach out. Your core is gonna avoid you from rotating here. So you wanna make sure to get great core activation, and then slowly return back to starting position. You're gonna reach back and forth for this exercise. Here are 2 additional great mobility and motor control exercises. The first is a cat-cow, where you're on your hands and knees in this position, and then you're arching and tucking your low back. So you can see here how I'm arching my back, and now I'm tucking. You really want to tuck the tailbone back as far as you can. You're likely hanging out in this position. You want to avoid that by teaching your body how to maintain this position and go back and forth. This will teach you control of your lumbopelvic region, your low back and your pelvis here. The next one is a child's pose, where you're just basically going to hinge back as far as you feel comfortable. If you need to or want to, you can put a pillow underneath your stomach here and go back as far as you feel comfortable. You want to try to bring the butt towards the heels with this exercise. And if you want to isolate one side a little more, meaning you have more tightness on this right side, you can reach towards the left side, and that'll bias the right a bit more here. Or you can do the opposite. If you want to bias the left side, you can reach towards the right side, and then push back into this child's pose.